Hey, how's it going guys? My name is Derpify and welcome back to Faster Than Light episode 8. So, we are back on board this second ship. This is our second run through of this game and we're going to go ahead and jump to the exit, I believe, because that is where we're up to. We've got this great rectangular or cube shaped ship. So you've arrived at the long range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. We can attempt to download the ship's data stores, or we can just not risk activating it and strip the ship of any useful. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to download. You accidentally reactivate the ship's AI. That's a bit of a worry, but we should be able to take this down fairly easily because we do have we actually only have an iron blaster on our hands, but we can obviously just cripple their weapon system over and over again. And it does look like they have actually cloaking shields, so that could be a bit of a worry. So we've got to prepare for the fight. Let's go ahead, use our one hotkey. There we go. There is the cloaking device. I don't know how long this is going to stay up, because this is actually the first ship that I have seen use it. There we go. Let's go ahead, shoot the iron blaster at that cloaking device to try and get that down. We can see we've got some incoming fire and we've got some problems in the engine bay, but that is okay because we have someone directly in there. We can actually send out our drone that I totally forgot about. I apologize for that. The iron blaster we can shoot against the weapons. Why isn't that actually, there we go. That's we've got a surveillance system down now, taking a little bit of damage, but we are doing a decent amount of damage with our drone. There goes the cloaking system. Wow, that is a actual breach in the hull, and it is slowly getting patched up, and the NG is also getting healed as he is also losing health because of that oxygen loss. I don't know if there could be a fire in here, so I'm going to go ahead, open the lock. We are taking quite a bit of damage and our weapon system isn't able to actually shoot the iron blaster, but we can actually power that back up and just shoot again at that cloaking device. Hopefully we can actually get this down a lot quicker because we are taking quite a lot of damage. Our shields really aren't up to par to, oh god, that is a lot of damage there. I think we're going to have to go ahead and just open up this whole entire area. Actually, that means door controls are gone, so I don't have door controls. I'm going to grab the guy from the engines into the doors so we can control the doors, make sure there's no fires going on, and I'll also, the iron blast is backed up. So let's get that cloaking device down. I think it looks like our drone is still having a bit of problems actually doing its job there, getting some damage done. We can see that we're going to open up that to try and dismiss any fire that may possibly be in there. We can see our oxygen systems went straight down, so we're going to have to go use the guy from... Okay, so we can see that our cameras are back online. So the ship explodes, leaving behind us a substantial collection of useful scrap material. So we got 14 scrap, 1 missile, and 3 fuel. If I had just avoided conflict, I only would have gotten 10 scrap, and obviously no missiles or fuel. So that is definitely, I think, a decent trade-off. However, we did lose quite a bit of hull strength, almost half, in fact. So we're gonna have to patch that up as soon as we can. Go ahead and continue on with the ride and let these guys actually just fix up the oxygen system. Raffen is good with repairing things and the shield, so we need to send him back to his the place that he enjoys. Now we'll go ahead and close. Well, no, we don't want to select a person to go in there. We need to actually close these so they actually get re-oxygenated, and then we'll be able to jump again. So we've just waited for these oxygen systems to pump back into these 2 rooms, and I've also repowered the engine. For some reason it was actually down 1 bar of power. Maybe it must have gotten disabled, I guess, or not disabled, but actually hampered its efficiency, so we had to power that back up just there. So let's go ahead, go to the next sector. We can see there's a lot of civilian sectors over here, but there are uncharted nebula, and there's also civilian sectors and hostile down along here. So it's a bit of a trade-off. We can go to 2 civilian sectors over here and then have to go through 2 at the max, or actually 3 at the max. Hostile sectors. I think I want to go to the nebula, because I don't know what could be in the uncharted nebula. Isn't this the place? Nebula is a dangerous place. As many electronics fail in these clouds, you'll have to tread lightly. Yeah, so I thought this was where your cameras turn off, but it doesn't appear that that is what's happening. So, because we're actually not in a nebula area right now, or we are. So this is all the nebula. We're basically going to get screwed if we do go in there, I think. But let's go ahead, jump to the store. Looks like the safest place to go. For now, we do need to repair up. Space station here has a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. So, crew teleporter, we can get cloaking. We can't actually afford any of that. We can get a new person, or we can get someone from Zoltan, Nick Brecken. He can actually provide power to his occupied system, and his maximum health is reduced as a result of that. I think we're going to go ahead and fix all. We do have only 2 missiles left, but we don't actually have anything that... Wait, does Ion Blast use missiles? I'm not sure. Let me go check that. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about actually using a missile every time it shoots. So... we really don't have to buy anything in terms of that. We can actually upgrade the Ion Blast to actually be number 2, but how much is that going to cost? Okay, stupid mistake. This is actually what I have right now. I have an Ion Blast Mark II, and we can obviously see all our crew here. Upgrades, I've got 32 scrap. I don't want to spend all of that because I always want to keep a little bit on hand to actually have some leftover for repairs. Now if we go here, we can see that we get refill boosts if we upgrade this. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. It's only going to cost 25, and we'll actually get a refill boost on that, and I think we'll have just enough power to actually put to that, and we've got nothing left in the reactors. Let's go ahead and jump to, I guess this one. It seems to be, maybe I'll be able to get through fairly quick through here, as opposed to going through all these little ones or something like that. So let's fly this gigantic spaceship into this place. So it's going to cross paths with an advanced scout of the rebel fleet, searching this section of the nebula for your ship. Let's go ahead and pause, get the drone. Oh wait, the drones don't have enough power. That's why I actually, okay. I'm gonna leave the engine at powered up 1 and have to take down that extra. I really should have gotten some more reactor power to actually power up all this stuff, but the anti-ship drones, pretty damn important, seeing as we only have an Ion Blast at the moment. We're gonna go ahead, disable their weapon system, and just play the game. So we're gonna see our drone is flying around, and that directly hits the weapon system. We're gonna keep on continually hitting that, so that we can't get damaged. Oh, that's quite a bit of damage, but it is actually only took 1 or 2 bars of health. So let's go ahead, keep the Ion Blaster going, and we should be able to take this out in just a second. And there it goes. We're gonna take some loot home. We're gonna take 3 fuel, 1 missile, and 19 scrap. The ship exploded like it does because it is silly. We can see the camera systems are not working because of the nebula that we are in. This giant cloud. Okay, so we can't actually go through to this way. That's a little bit too far. So we're gonna have to go through this way, down the bottom here. See what we can run ourselves into. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that he is attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. We can attack the pirates, or we can ignore the ship. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the pirate because he's doing naughty things. He should not be doing those things. We're gonna go ahead, continue, fire up the drone, get the Ion Blast directly. He doesn't have a cloaking device, so that is really good to see. Directly shot at his weapon system. He may get a first shot off. Actually, he won't get a first shot off. We'll keep the Ion Blaster quickly queued up to actually shoot alongside itself, because that is the only weapon that we actually have. But we're going to keep that firing at the weapon system here, because that is definitely a very important thing. The Ion Blaster does charge up very quickly. I'm usually used to the lasers and the missile launchers, which actually take a little bit longer than this. So we can see, there we go, we're continuously and constantly disabling the weapon system, so we're effectively doing a really good job, and we can see their shields do start popping back up and sort of negating some of the damage that we can do. They look like they don't want to fight, they are trying to escape. So if I can get a shot off on either the pilot, or let's go for the pilot, just disable the pilot, see if we can do that. They hail you. We realize our ship is no match for yours. If you let us go, we can make it worth your while. So we could take 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 13 scrap. I think we're going to get at least that if we destroy them. And we don't have that much left to go, so let's go ahead, get the Ion Blaster shot towards the pilot's seat. Keep it going. They do have their weapon system up, so they may be able to get a final shot off before. And there we go, we have destroyed everything. Their oxygen systems were completely down. From the bits and pieces you find, you decide that this ship was gathering information and nothing seems useful. Well, that sucks, because we did lose some fuel and rockets We could have negotiated with them, but we did get an extra bit of scrap, so that's always nice to see. We should be able to upgrade something possibly when we get to a shop the next time. Let's go ahead and jump down here, get a little bit further in this sector, and see what we can find. You arrive in the nebula and immediately receive a message from an unknown source. Prepare to be boarded. With the static from the nebula, there's no way to tell where they came from, but you can hear shots fired on board the ship. Oh lord, they're right in here. Intruders detected. How do I kill these guys? Do I have to send all my guys into there? I've never dealt with intruders. Yes, we actually have to have hand-to-hand combat, and as we can see, we're not faring too badly. I'm probably gonna have to move this guy into... Actually, he's getting healed. We are getting healed as this is happening, so this is going very well for us, and it's going very badly for them. We can see Matthew, there he goes, and Nazia. He is actually dying because he, I don't know, maybe he's a supporter of the Nazis. But either way, he was trying to invade our ship, and that's not going to work out for him. So Pipaluk is the crew chief, and we're going to get this guy to stay here. We also got... we actually have a Nazi ourselves. So we were fighting someone with the exact same name, and I was bad-mouthing them. And that's... I'm probably really embarrassed, Nazi there, because I've just sort of spat on his name a little bit. It's an okay name, you know, it's not the best. Raffen is a little bit of a better name. But we are going to take sides here. We can see that some of the guys have actually improved in their combat skills. That fist down the bottom there, well, that guy hasn't, but Raffen certainly has. And we've got some danger. You're inside a nebula. That just tells us our sensors are down. Let's go ahead and jump to a store. There is actually a helicopter going over my house right about now. Okay, so that helicopter, you probably shouldn't be able to hear that. I hope you cannot, but I did pause for a little bit just so you do not hear that. Do not... What am I talking about? You discover a cluster of Federation refugee ships taking shelter in the folds of the nebula. So, what, it's like a blanket? You can just like unfold it, I guess, because it's so foggy. There are certain folds and stuff that the people can hide in. So I guess that's another thing that you probably could get ambushed by enemies a lot easier in a nebula. I'm not totally sure. Not totally sure. Can't believe... What am I talking about? I'm not totally sure what I'm talking about, but they say, I'm sorry, we've got nothing to give you, but we need scrap to keep the engines running, and we sense they'll strike a trade. So I actually do have some trading here that can be done. Oh, they're actually slugs? These telepathic slugs were shunned in the Galactic Federation for their constant thievery and manipulation of other sentient beings. So their telepathic powers reveal rooms and life forms even when senses are down. Could be very useful, but we've only got 49 at the moment, so 45 scrap spent on just one crew member might be a little bit too much. We can see we've got rockmen here. They their movement speed is halved, they're immune to fire, and their health is increased to 150. Or we just got the regular humans, which have no exceptional traits. I'm gonna go ahead and fix the hull totally. We actually have 5 drone parts left, so I guess I'll just go ahead and buy one of those. That should get us to the actual next store safely, I think. Okay, we don't really want to sell anything. We can see we've got our medbot dispersal, which means medbots will actually heal the crew even when they're outside of the med bay, just at a bit of a slower speed. And yeah, we can't really buy anything apart from that. I guess we'll just pick up one fuel just in case, and maybe the extra drone parts, because we have a little bit to spend there. So let's go ahead and jump closer to the exit. We're only one step away once we get through this next sector. And we can see you jump into a sector of the nebula beset by a plasma storm. An automated rebel scout stationed at the beacon moves in to attack. So we've got a plasma storm that might be happening. We have actually drones sent out against us. And we can see, why is this power unavailable to it? Is that because of the plasma thingamadingy? Okay, we've got not enough power, so we're going to have to take a... Whoa. Hold on. It takes... So this this storm thing takes power away from us? That really sucks. I guess I'm going to have to take... how do I remove power? How do I just take one piece out of that? I don't understand how that's supposed to happen, because I can only put 2 in, or remove 2. Let's just... I don't want to take out that 15% evade. That is important. Let's just unpower the med bay, and I guess get the ion... We don't have enough for the ion blaster to get up. Ooh, I need shields, so I'm going to have to go with the anti-ship drone and hope that we can actually get them down. But again, they do have an anti-ship drone against us. If that doesn't get the shields down, then I will be kind of happy. But we can see we're effectively doing no damage to each other because our shields... Oh, they've got an ion blast. Yeah, that's going to be not very good because we can see our shields have gone down and we are starting to take some damage. Oh, I think we're gonna have to take away from the engines, get our ion blaster up and running, and shoot it towards their weapon system so they can't disable us anymore. Taking a bit of damage is okay, but there we go. Take the weapon system down, quickly fire it at the drone control, but we can't actually get through the shields at the moment. We are doing a bit of damage to them, not too much. I've got to keep my eye on this ion blaster. It does charge up very quickly. We can see we've got some disabling or crippling damage done to their weapon system. I'm just going to alternate between their drone control and also their weapon control as well, so we can see that their shields are being hit a little bit. We can see our our shields are being hit now. Our shields are completely disabled, but they didn't have power anyway, so it's not too much of a worry. I have been missing a couple of these ion blasts. I could have been doing this quicker, but they don't seem to be repairing their things. I don't think this is actually an automated one, so there's no one actually on board this to repair it. So we can see that we're gonna go ahead and keep some of these systems down and just keep spamming this ion blast against them because it doesn't cost anything. We are taking a hell of a lot of damage. There could be... Okay, so the door controls are down. I'm gonna go ahead and get the guy into the door controls because there could be fires going on. I want to be able to... Well, what is... Oh god. Our shields are critical and our oxygen is low. Why is that... Wait. Our oxygen system... Oh my... Oh, what? Wait, what? Our oxygen system isn't powered. That's... Oh crap. Did I unpower the oxygen system? Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Okay, so we've got 2 people dead and 2 people that are just hanging on to life. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. And... we've got our guys alive. Just. Okay, let's get them into the medbay. Hopefully they can repair that up and get themselves healed. So everything is safe for now. We've got 2 crew members left. That is going to be probably just enough to be able to get through some extra things with this ship. So that is going to be the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We got through some crazy stuff, and I'm actually very surprised. Once I saw that everyone's health actually dropping that quickly, I thought we were all doomed and dead. We're just going to let our oxygen pump back up and return for the next episode, and I will see you guys in that video.